Yep. Is first to 5 wins within the match count, and then first to 2 wins within the set count. Players will have 5 minutes, up to 5 minutes if they would like, after a set has concluded to take a break. We will also be swapping sides after each break point. So it looks like Suna's going to start on P1 side. In set 2, he will play on, player side 2. And then if it goes to a set 3, he will be back on player 1 side. So that would be cool too. But there is a function in this lobby, thankfully, that actually lets you switch sides. They really did. Oh yeah, looks like Shining Spear is ready to go. You know how we already do it. Gotta hit the please use it first, but I'm ready to go if you're ready to go, Wexler. I think our competitors are also ready to go. So we can please use it. Yep, Shining Spear is ready. We're gonna see if Suna is ready. Suna going back to his classic color. He's been playing a couple other colors recently. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. That's mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Did catch a jump already. So I think both Suna and Shining Spear have been wanting to use the J2C, you know, either neutral on place or fade back for a start. Nice. First use the meter rather than the CS. We do have the CS. Walked under. If you could toggle the control guide for us here. Mm-hmm. Right. CS. Okay, there's the thrust. Oh, okay. Actually bit on the frame trap, have the delay. So I don't know if this is going to kill. Not quite. Dash throw. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you're actually ahead of me, even... Oh, because I'm not looking at the thing. Okay, sorry. Let me correct myself. Now I'm looking at your stream. Okay, so we have the stagger. Nice. Okay, CSDP. Mhm. Yeah, but didn't block the second one. Mhm. Going with plus frames, the 5A2C hit confirm and block string. Suna ties up the round here. Both players are fully stocked, basically. Okay, plus frames. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, and I think Suna dropped his probably J2C. If we see a floating fight or a jump C, it's usually something like that. Okay, nice. Oh, and there's the frame trap. This should probably kill. It'll build the 150. Oh, okay. Didn't even decide to do that. Just gonna keep it meter or 1 bar only. It's another J2C. Jumping back. Yeah, so one of the things that I'm always interested in seeing Ori players kind of introduce, especially in the mirror, is neutral jump. Neutral jump from outside of like a 3B range, where Ori, I think, has a little bit of a struggle catching characters there. You know, 5C is fast relative to most moves, but still slow for catching people out of the air. Okay, good shield. Okay. Mhm. Yeah. Oh, unfortunate miss on the combo. That actually guaranteed Suna the cycle. Nice. Mhm. Oh, okay. So the dash C is -4, so that is a throw point. Suna does a delay mash that time. Keep cycle and a good amount of meter. Went to the well a little bit too much with the dash B. Okay. Oh, wait. Great whiff punish. Yeah. Yeah. Suna did that up back J2C to reposition. So it actually caused the 236A to whiff the A divine thrust. Yeah, tried to do a late 2C. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, don't even need to cache everything. Just one little bit of CS. Yeah. All right. 1-1 in rounds again. Pretty definitive. Suna has everything though. Okay. Oh, got caught. Yeah, does his delay dash. No, that's just a frame trap. Mm-mm. Only a frame trap. Okay. Spin bar. Yeah, so Suna has been doing that version of the setup rather than the orb setup a couple times. Nice. J2C actually catches the 2B. Oh no. Caught him crouching. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think if Shining Spear decided to go for a uppercut. Ooh, okay, but does use the EX to hide a 6B, and I think that should be it. Yep. Yep, 1-1. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I think so. That was a good block on the double overhead from Shining Spear. In Japanese, they say Nidan Chudan. So two attack overhead. Okay. Yep. Okay, there we go. Okay. I did like the JC. So the JC hitting Needy in the corner actually pushes Aurier slightly out. Nice tick throw. So you can use that to mess up spacing. Okay. A. So Shining Spear still kind of behind on the meter resource. Suna immediately holds up. Yeah, frame trap there. Yeah, Shining Spear is going to have to know that he cannot press when there's CS on the table like that. You know, you have high incentive to go for a frame trap. Suna leading one more time. Okay, nice neutral jump. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
She gets quite a bit of damage out of these counter hits now too.
Ooh, went with the low option that time. Okay. Oh, Assault J. So you are minus actually on that. And Shining Spear did that. Well, I guess you still have the orb protection. Either way, we're back in 1-1 here. Oh, late hit JA. Getting caught on a counter hit. Oh.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not totally sure where that dropped.
Mm-hmm.
The 214C follow-up is fairly plus, isn't it?
Yep.
A lot of grid for Spear to work with here.
Actually, the B version is plus. The C version doesn't doesn't really have a gap. And it's looking like 2-1
for Spear. Yeah, should be a 2-1 round.
Yeah. EXDP? No, just waited on that. All right, so we have our first lead for Shining Spear here. 2 consecutive wins, as the screen shows for us.
conservative round starts still from both players. We'll just see if we get later into the set if we start seeing just, some of the Yomi 2, 3, 4, 7, 11 options start to come out in the round starts.
Yeah, Suna has gotten a lot of reward off of the counter hit portion of the nice on counter hits on the a follow-up of thrust, but he got punished at first, starting with it with no resources. Tried to tick throw, no DP on that. Okay, JC got the green shield out. Oh man, so Suna definitely
dash B into dash B.
Yes, that was double dash B. It is -2, so not particularly disadvantaged. Nice. Nice, okay. So gets the green shield out. Need on, shoot on.
Yeah, a lot of momentum here with the grid to work with as well. Spear doesn't confirm to get the poke out. Never mind, whiff throws plus.
Whiff throw is absolutely plus. Suna missed his dash throw, and momentum changed off of that.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, 2 and 4, and is able to pick that up.
Scoop is that'll connect low at round start distance, won't it?
Yep. Okay, went with the throw. Okay.
2-way stagger into 5B.
Defensive JA.
You both know the ranges. You're not going to see people fall for quite as often for some of these spacing traps. But again, you also can't just sit there and block forever. So
yeah. Suna tried to crush a low with the J2C. Guard cancel. Yeah, that thrust spacing was plus on B.
The guard thrust is it's a strong option positioning wise, but you can see that there was a bit of a resource disadvantage. Winning the cycle will help with that.
Nice.
Oh, goodness.
Good clear over that. Got to waste a resource. J2C.
That's what I'm talking about. I just want to see J2Cs.
Oh, okay. Late hit B thrust. Yeah. And again, that was that kind of plus spacing, a little bit ambiguous. We're going to see 1 bar on this. Okay.
The ranges where you get plus frames off of B divine thrust is it's pretty narrow.
Yeah.
You really have to, it's the sort of thing you really start to navigate by feel.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, caught the last active frame on that. Oh. Okay.
Lots of grid to work with. Yeah, it's going to be full 200.
Yeah. So this is a situation where I think you want to set up. Nice guard cancel. Ooh, that was a bit of a risky, cancel.
Not a lot of time on this veil off. Yeah, opposite just spend it with the orb super. Gets enough off that.
That was 4C2A. So Suna had gone to the 6B well a bunch of times. Shining Sphere was like, okay, it's time to block high again. And got hit low. Now we're at 2-2. Going straight back into this. Yeah, dash C.
Dash C round start. Was that -4?
Yes, -4 into another -4 because 2 and 4B is -4. Okay, hit confirm. Tried to overshield. Dash throw. Ooh, we just thrust out of the corner.
Follow up on the 2A or on the A divine thrust.
Yeah.
Spear in the driver's seat.
Yeah, Suna got caught again trying to go to the follow-up after having A thrust be blocked. There's a tick throw. Shining Spear up. Okay.
Quick round. Been going back and forth so far. J2C back just to kind of reposition safely.
Ooh.
Yeah, looking for the low crush again, but Spear ready for it this time, or just chose correctly on the 5A.
Yeah.
Suna boxing back, though.
Did know that...
significant grid disadvantage.
Yeah, 214A uncancelled is -7, and so Aurier definitely has the range to be able to punish that. Nice whiff punish, no EX there.
Oh, that was great hop JC.
Yeah, didn't quite have the hit confirm, but still doesn't quite matter. Shining Spear. Oh my god, getting caught. Yeah, thrust. Now Shining Spear has some meter. So any straight hit could have been the game. Guard cancel.
Might have had time, didn't react to the guard cancel quite in time.
Yep. Did a delay 2A on a throw. So if you see that counter come out and it doesn't have like the red banner, then that caught a throw. So just a little bit of info for people at home.
That was a
3-2
Shining Spear point, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Nice. Got the
Aggression from
JC.
Suna. Yeah.
Yeah, so he positioned a lot like he was going to do a double overhead. Went single, got the green shield. You know, Shining Spear, I think, assumed that a second one was going to come. CSDP. Okay. Great roll. Hit confirm, yeah. So this time he decides not to use the 214C, just goes with the EX thrust to confirm. This is a little worrisome. Yeah.
Ooh, that was cute.
Because he did Stinder, it actually meant that the cycle was in play a little bit more. Shining Spear is going to lose the round on this, but he did have CS if Suna didn't get that hit immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
660 round start, green shield, but still gets the punish.
Yeah.
C Divine Thrust means this is going all the way to the corner. Oh, I was for a little bit of a reset there.
Yeah, went with the delayed meaty 5A instead.
I think it's a good choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
CS Spire in between the thrust. Stayed same side on that. So dash momentum can carry you over if it stays same side. It's very easy to get hit there. Ooh, 5C, but no pickup. All right. So this is a really strong position for Suna.
Cycle to work with, meter to work with. Gets caught trying to J2C backward.
Mm-hmm. Tried to go and catch a jump. 2-1-4. No. Yeah, you have to do 2-1-4C rather than BC. There is a gap there. Need on, shoot on. Okay.
Rebeating back into the 5As to stay safe. Uses the orb.
Nice delay there. I think he can kill.
Damage.
No, he got him.
He got it. He got it. I never doubted.
Yeah, they did add a lot of damage to Aurier's combos. Maybe in the previous version of Under Night, not Uni 2, but well, maybe even earlier Uni 2. That might not have killed, but this time it definitely did.
I'll just go ahead and say confidently that Uniclear Aurier, with my 15 or so hours of experience of the character, doesn't get that kill.
Absolutely.
So, ever gonna write that down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great start from Shining Spear. Oh, got poked out.
Wow, Suna picks up the cycle like right as it's turning over too when he gets the pickup.
Yeah. Oh, so that blew up the stand tech. And in this version of the game as well, you do get a full combo on that. Tried to go plus frames. There it is. Got caught again in movement. I think if he did the charge thrust follow-up, he would have killed off of that. Nice. Decided not to go for some meter spin. Throw tech. You don't have to do too much. Ah, okay, there it is. Yeah, the increased aggression could have given Shining Spear the cycle. And he's going to have a lot of meter going into this round. No hit confirmed though. Tick throw. Nice.
Spear looks to be trying to catch some of these like these up back J2Cs.
Yeah.
I've seen that a couple times, I think, where the dash C is aiming to pick that up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, Suna's gone to the well of double few too many times. Shining Spear getting more and more confident blocking the double. Ooh. Okay. Nice.
Boxing a little bit. No follow up on the A Divine Thrust at that time, but still does get a little punish out of it.
Yeah.
Concentrate, just trying to bait Suna into doing something. Looks like it works.
Yeah, he missed the micro dash on that. Tick throw. Okay, just gonna wait. Yeah, and he's getting thrown there. All right. Dash throw, dash tick throw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so does he know? Yeah, he's just gonna do a delay wait into the deep dash. 4K combo on that. Really trying to play with his reactions. And Shining Spear goes with the 2B2A, the last hit a low, first hit mid. Caught Suna standing.
Stender into Orb Oki, ready for the throw this time. Gets the tech, instant overhead JA connects as well.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of those things, you have to go to the well on that a lot before people start blocking it, I feel like.
Yeah. I love the dash wait.
Most reliable mixes.
Yeah, the dash wait was really good because if he would have forced a block, Shining Spear would have actually won the cycle there. Oh no! Oh, wow. Tried to shield it. Yeah, so he's just gonna back up.
Spear's cycle, but Suna's health lead.
Health and resource lead.
Pickup.
Yeah. Guard cancel. Oh, Suna, you have everything. You don't have to do anything. But we're going to trade
And
thrusts
let's go.
for 4-3
Screen cap it,
Suna.
ship it. Season finale.
Absolutely.
It's actually only the 4th point to Suna in this very first set. Really even stuff.
Yep. I know Suna and 3K were playing quite a bit last night. Nice. Nice. Okay. So that is one of Suna's favorite tricks, the whiff JB. Shining Spear was ready and then countered it with his own to put some offense on Suna this time. Okay.
You try to get your opponent to whiff a shield and then chuck him?
Yep, just like that. Ooh! Oh, no hit confirmed though. Oh my goodness, I almost caught it.
All right, Suna get back up.
Best. Okay.
Did they do B versus A? Why were the trades different? Oh my goodness.
Nice. Okay, so he did the ADP one and got the range to make sure that he could concentrate for the cycle. That was very smart stuff from Suna. Oh no!
Get some pressure after that. Yeah.
Yeah. Dash 2A repressure. All right, so this is really actually set point for Suna here.
Yes, Suna will be up 2 points if he manages to secure this, but Spear's got something to say about that, I think.
Yeah, he did build a bar for Suna.
40%.
Okay.
Doing pressure of his own.
I like the charge thrust to throw that off a little bit. Dashed up. I think the start of an assault got caught by the 2C. Was trying to go with the dash assault. Okay. There it is. Oh!
J2A doesn't even chain shift out of it. Just trying to scramble the defense up a little bit. That's full Celestial.
Yeah, this is big.
Ooh. I think the
still going to build.
Like, gravity peroration was just a little too high there.
This is touch death for Suna, I'm pretty sure. Oh, especially on a counter hit starter like that. But that was a little too low.
Gets out. Really close on the health lead. Both players could opt to kind of play for, both players, I think, looking a little bit at the timer game.
Yeah.
But Suna gets the connect he needs.
Yeah, got the hit confirm 2-4. I really liked the initial neutral jump that we saw because you can just fall on top of a whiff button from Aurier. Set one goes to Suna. We're going to have them return to the room.
Return to room, yeah.
And then they're going to switch sides. So Shining Spear can opt to, take a short break if you would like. I guess we'll get some feedback from one of those guys unless they want to run straight back into it.
Let's take about another 60 seconds before we get back into it, unless one of the players wants a longer break than that.
Yeah. Also, huge shout out to Wilted, aka Osaka Dialect. Fantastic art of the two Auriers dueling it out.
Yeah, what a splash.
Amazing splash right there.
Was really, really excited to show everyone that. Just, telling people to come check out the exhibition. Like, you got to see this art, man. Great stuff. And I think we're going to have something else.
I don't know.
I don't want to spoil anything.
I'm not sure tonight, but I think they're preparing something special for us. Suna's going to take a quick drink, so we are going to have a short break here. Again, it's hard to really identify what I think Suna had over Shining Spear in that first set. There were a couple straight hit confirms on both sides. I think Suna was able to put a little bit more pressure offensively on Shining Spear. So I'm interested to see what sort of adjustment he's going to make the next time.
Yeah. It can just be tough sometimes too. Your opponent just gets the hits they need 2 games in a row. So but we're headed into our second match. And Suna with the match point lead.
Yes.
So if Suna comes out of this set on top, then he wins the exhibition. He wins the prize of, for now, being the superior Aurier player. Not sure what the statute of limitations is on that. But...
Until next season, I guess, right? Then you get to, chase the leaderboard again. So Shining Spear is ready. Suna is ready.
I don't know where the ranks ended up shaking out for these two this season.
Oh, I had meant to check that. I think I
assume they were
did.
close.
We will check that afterwards. We'll go there after. So, P1 side now is Shining Spear, and P1 side is Suna. Let's see if the player side makes any difference.
Yeah, it might have just been the port priority.
Mm-hmm. I can definitely tell you're a former Smash player. Port priority.
I didn't play that much Smash, but port priority is one of the funniest things in video games to me.
Mm-hmm.
Just what a strange thing to have affect the outcome of the game so often. Anyway, quick 4.5k off of the first kind of clean hit of the set.
Nice. I love that hit confirm. He saved a bunch of bounces. So this could kill, I think, if he wants. Yes.
Yeah.
Great combo.
You just, dump everything for the round.
Yeah. It's not terribly uncommon, though, the port priority sort of concept. You know, there are player one side, player two side only confirms in some games. And even in this game, I think one corner was longer than the other one for a while. So it just kind of...
Interesting.
You have little...
I have to assume only by a little bit.
Yeah, you have little bits of minute in here. Nice hit confirm on 5A from Suna. Went with the low option neutral jump. Waited on the roll too. I think Shining Spear assumed that another Persona move was going to come. Okay. Wait, tick throw. So if you do, so you can get a hit confirm on that. As a former Ori secondary enthusiast, you can actually pick up 5A on anti-air hit 2 and 4A.
On the 2 and 4A, interesting.
Mm-hmm. But no hit confirm there.
Divine Thrust connects. Yeah, opting to just try to get these concentrates.
Yeah, Suna running into a lot of normals here. I do like the wait. You know, as the kids like to call it, aura farming. You just aura farm until the 5B. Yeah, guard cancel to make himself safe there. Pushed out. Have to be very careful.
Over the top with the J2C, but yeah, ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
Spear getting the hit here.
I think this can kill.
This should be,
one. There it is.
Yep.
1-0 for Shining Spear here.
Opting to stand and wait. Suna, I think, pretty consistently the more aggressive out of the gate on the round start. Spear playing a little bit more on the reactive side.
Yep.
I think that's kind of how you could characterize these two players. I feel like Spear does play a really good, solid
defensive game.
Kind of wait and see game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did see the I think it's the 3C actually got shielded, and that's a 6-frame punish actually. But Shining Spear wasn't quite ready for that. Does have the CS on this wake up. With JA.
Trying to scout the throw.
Yeah.
Gets everything he's gonna want here though. Grid advantage to work with as well. Yep, just gonna keep applying that horizontal pressure.
Yeah, that one was going to be kind of tight. He didn't get deep enough to be able to combo that into the 5A.
Simply dash up grab.
Yes, but we do have the dash throw.
It's that simple.
So there's that neutral jump. Did a neutral jump back, or excuse me, a 7 jump, a back jump. Okay, pressed on that. Hit confirm. Oh, but we have the walk up overhead. Reset. Yeah. I don't think that was intended, but we do take that.
Yeah, that could have been like a probably not a roll attempt, but maybe an AD attempt.
We have the double that's blocked. Nice EX in the gap. However, you have to contend. Yeah, so that is a high level trap for players, you know, who have CS on defense. It's like, okay, you're just gonna wait for me to CS, right? Nope, I'm gonna press my turn. And so Suna takes the round off of that. Shining Spear wanted the microdash 2B, I think, rather than to spin the meter off of that.
That looks like a JA tick throw attempt that Suna successfully called out. Another reset. I think may have just been a good old honest combo drop that turned into a reset.
Yeah. Oh, no backdash.
Yeah, there's catching either the backdash or the up back J2C.
Yeah. So now that 5A3C trap has successfully blown up a couple different throws. Yeah, just gonna wait. Should have waited a little. Well, actually, no. I say should have. That didn't kill yet. Up back. Oh! All he had to do was wait just a little bit more. We have the delay trap
Stall,
from that.
JB.
Mm-hmm.
They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Can get hard to track when there's two Auriers flying around with their force functions, that's for sure. All
Yes.
right, 1-1.
Suna did wait for both 2A and 5A to get extinguished in the pressure, and so he fuzzy mash versus the redash there. And that ties it up at 1-1.
Now, that's definitely a kind of subtle thing about, particularly in a mirror like this, but really all around with French board games with the rebeat pressure.
Mm-hmm.
But when your opponent's entire rebeat tree is exactly the same as yours, you're going to know exactly what normals to look for.
Yeah. I like that 6-6C 2C. That's a combo route that I definitely don't use. So, oh. Yeah, Shining
Great
Spear
roll.
has a really strong offensive position here. Would have maybe liked to see Suna. Yeah, would have liked to see Suna maybe not spend his resource there. Immediate 3B. Okay, just gonna wait. Nice throw. Cycle to Suna. Have to guard cancel. Nope. It's time for the orb. The orb of confusion.
Maybe saving the guard cancel for the corner situation?
I think so. Okay, tried to go empty into the throw. Nice whiff punish!
Nice whiff punish.
That was fantastic by Shining Spear. Well done. Okay. Both players pretty respectful. I think Shining Spear tried to counter hit a dash up with 6-6B. Yeah. Combo drop from Suna, but we do have a 6-6B here. Okay.
Concentrate for the reset, double cycle.
Oh, that stinks.
Not anymore.
Yeah, Shining Spear, even though he had CS there, he didn't have 100 meter. So his CS would have not been particularly useful. Oh.
JA catches.
Is this our first perfect? I think maybe Shining Spear had a perfect in the first set.
I think it's our second perfect. Yeah, there was one perfect in the first set. I remember seeing the victory icon.
Mm-hmm.
Late shield doesn't get punched on the 5B, or another standing 6B attempt.
Yeah. Level 6B.
Can't,
Ooh, that was meaty as hell.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Suna maybe didn't quite adjust for that being an assault starter.
With chain shift, this is going to be a pretty big punish.
Mm-hmm. This is not going to kill. I would like to see Suna. Ooh. Okay. Tried to go for a guard cancel. Yeah. Got caught. One bounce is used, though, so Shining Spear is going to have to be very careful with his Ender. Missed the EX on that. Okay.
Playing for some positioning here. I like the call out.
Yeah, that was a very good call out with the 214C follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
CS.
That's going to cover a lot of the space Aurier likes to jump around in.
Oh.
Suna, yeah, looks like point to Suna.
Yeah, he had recognized the green shield, but for whatever reason didn't throw it. Maybe he confused their meter situation and thought that Suna had a guard cancel available.
Mm-hmm. Still playing pretty slow in these round starts. A lot of just sort of both players kind of just being content to play neutral right off the bat, which, Ori players playing neutral, probably not the first time.
Mm-hmm. That almost certainly is an input error, I'm sure. Okay.
The BDP?
Yeah. I don't think Shining Spear wanted to do that. I think he just wanted to meet.
Yes.
Okay. 6B lands. Uh-oh. Yeah,
cycle to Suna.
Yeah, yes, this situation, you can't press twice because your opponent has A thrust. One of the common things in the mirror is after an A thrust is blocked, you can try to brute force your turn, but if an Aurier just thrusts again, you're kind of screwed. Nice anti-air hit. Ow. And got the confirm, but I think Thanatos was still away, so wasn't quite able to confirm it the way that he would have liked. Tap shield. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it feels a little rare for the Thanatos cooldown to come up on Aurier.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone kind of comments that she looks like a puppet character, but she's a bit of a fake puppet character. But at this level, the Thanatos awareness is going to come in.
Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate. Shining Spear, I think, has been slightly off on a couple different confirms. I think this is kind of where momentum comes into play over the course of a set. He's already slightly down in the set already, but this is a great way to increase that composure. But another combo drop. TRM. Suna does have CS available. I would have liked to see him shield this, but he presses. Another thing for players, in case you don't know, if you are blocking with Vorpal, you actually lose grid for blocking and not shielding. Missed the hit confirm. So this is going to be a cycle for Suna. I don't think he should spin a bar here, but he's going to. Fuzzy, no! Fake Fuzzy.
That's tough.
Yeah, and this is looking 3-1.
3-1 to Suna. So the momentum, like you said, kind of starting to turn.
Yeah,
turn definitively in Suna's favor.
I would like Shining Spear to have kind of waited a little bit at character select, get their composure back a bit, but we're going to go right into it here again.
It's fine. We just lock in. We simply lock in. 2-4C, yeah, disrespected by Suna, so Spear early lead here and gets over the BDP.
Nice confirm. That's high damage
too. Of reward there. Yeah.
Yeah, 4K.
And a cycle to work with to press the next mix up. Goes for just J2B or 6B.
Yep, there's the late CS. Got 100 meter. Very quick round.
He just locked in.
Yeah. Probably the fastest run we've had, about 15 seconds. Oop. Missed the dash.
I've seen more of the kind of concentration game from Spear, looking to just kind of, force Suna to do something and then react to it. Great block on the overhead. Gonna get everything we want out after that too with the Vorpal on top. Full resources.
I think you spend 1 bar here. Yep, absolutely.
And now the whole world of Aurier mix-ups available. Nice hit confirm.
Yeah, no backwalk. That's the fun on Classic. It's interesting that Aurier also has the ability to do that now. Guard thrust. No immediate thrust. No hit confirm on that thrust. Okay.
Playing a little neutral.
Oh, Fuzzy 5A.
Cycle to Suna. Just a little too slow on the thrust, too. Suna kind of swinging for the fences here.
Yeah, he knows that he has a lot of work to do to get back into this.
Yeah.
Okay, neutral jump.
There's the cycle.
Oh,
trying to
baited.
Yeah. The force function from Aurier gets out of the way just in time.
Oh, he's going to rob him, is what I would have said.
What a drop.
And the rob was successful. Got back thrown. Shining Spear unfortunately tried to anti-air Aurier. Haha, shoutouts to Frozen Core. We miss you, buddy. Ooh. And now momentum again in Suna's favor, but we have that 2B press out. That is one of Shining Spear's favorite Abare tools, is that 2B.
It's a good one.
Catches jumps. Now it's my turn for the JA.
I was waiting for this earlier, actually, but Spear went low like 3 times in a row off of different mix-ups.
Yeah. Suna did block it a couple different times, so it does make sense. Guard cancel baited.
Very good. Hot advantage here. Matches out the overhead, though.
Yeah. Didn't get the confirm.
Takes the corner positioning. Both players are really, I feel like they're taking those side swaps every chance they can get.
Yeah. Suna missed his hit confirm. And so this should, assuming that Shining Spear finishes this combo, should have been
my gosh, the F-Pan Pixel.
F-Pan Pixel health. Again, you don't die at 0, you die at -1. Nice dash through. CS. Oh!
Oh no!
I don't think this kills. It's going to be close.
It's going to be close.
Okay. So, are we 3-2 or 4-1 and the meaty 6-6C? The meaty and greedy 6-6C. Suna now on exhibition point.
And that's definitely... Yeah, that's a tough one. I think Spear playing a little bit for the mental... Or Suna playing a little bit for the mental damage. Just throw out the raw IWEX.
Okay, JB.
But Spear has to be unflappable. Good start so far.
Yeah, there's the 2B hit confirm. Now Shining Sphere really heating up. He has to make sure it's consistent. Concentrating for the cycle. Fantastic awareness there. Okay. Yeah, after that thrust, I would love... Nice! That's going to hit confirm. No!
My goodness. The TRM throw, too.
Yeah, he caught a button there. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, back in the driver's seat. Interesting. I'm not sure what's going on there. Those really look like they should combo. Is it just a tighter link?
I think it's just mistimed.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Suna going with the Ryu Orie delay JC. So you could JC higher for a meaty, or you can delay your JC a little bit more. So even if it's shielded, you're plus. Okay. Line.
Suna gonna be able to pick up exhibition point here. Not quite.
Yeah, decided not to spend any resource, which is interesting. Yeah, plus
Spear's
frames.
still playing this out, probably hoping to live for cycle, I would assume. 2A,
Tick throw.
and the throw's going to get it.
There we go. Yeah. Suna may be kicking himself that he didn't spend his resource. Walks right into an A thrust.
We got Vorpal right at the very end of that. Could maybe have just done Sivo into IOX, but
I think he could have just done his Ender into one bar and killed there. However, now, speaking of momentum, Shining Sphere is about a touch away from killing.
Yeah, it has all the setup you could ever want to try to get that touch.
Got it.
Successful rollout isn't enough. Very good. Yep. All right. Spear says, nope, not quite yet.
Mm-hmm. Needs to get one more to protect himself from losing the exhibition. Oh, no. He needs to get two more to protect himself. Yeah. Otherwise, we're looking at another 5-3.
Nice.
Perfectly symmetrical violence.
Yes, as it should be.
Okay, throw. Oh, tried to catch an early shield, but Suna just waited. Okay.
Nice. Wow. Okay. No confirm off that, though.
Yeah, you need 2A or 5A to pick up there. Okay.
There's the JA chain shift.
Yeah, we're going quick game, but got back
throw incident. Yeah, one touch was still is one touch for Spear, but now that we've taken the corner positioning and the cycle, a lot to work with here, and now it's pretty much one touch for both players.
Yep. Okay. Nice rollout.
Opts for 3C, very nice.
There we go.
Choice.
Not too much that I think he could have done with his back fully in the corner. 6-6C trade. That was 2-1-4 whiff. Suna again with 6-6C. Getting a lot of mileage
right
out
in
of
with
that.
The 6B2.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to check any attempts to move forward out of the corner.
Oh,
there's the whiff.
Yep.
Haven't seen that in a few games, so Spear tried to shield the high assault normal.
Yeah.
Gets punished for it. Gonna have the resource advantage going into next round, though.
Yeah, but this is set point now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, does 2-1-4. The A follow-up, not as minus as it used to be. Nice dash under.
Oh, excellent. Such good awareness.
But still basically a stop sign for your turn. Okay. Walk up. Tried to do a delay dash throw and got caught. Yeah, Suna going to stabilize that with CS. All right. DP immediately. ADP.
Confident. Yeah.
Oh, but he missed his delay. It's okay, though. Fighting back. I think you do a combo that's basically long enough to get you the cycle. Yep. Took his turn there. Interesting. Yeah, that's a punish.
Just gets the punish. Suna overextending a little bit.
Yeah. I think Suna assumed that he was going to catch a button. Or maybe that was a misinput, to be honest. But we're at 4-3. 2 consecutive from Shining Sphere, fighting his way back.
Spear's been fighting for his life for 2 games now. Has one more to go before getting some amount of safety because of the tennis roll.
There we go. There's the 5B. Okay, tick throw. Good block there. Good shield into the 2B. Yeah. Oh, that combo was going to be awkward because it was a 2B start.
Oh, man. And the hurt box retracted a bit because the whiff punish doesn't get the confirm.
Yeah, 5C does not hit at the tip there, unfortunately. Ooh!
Looks like maybe a 2-1-4. A got crossed up because of the positioning.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's tough. There's a lot of situations like that can come up.
Yeah, good throw break.
Okay, great throw tech.
I would have liked to see
Cycle to
Suna
Suna.
shield a little bit of that. Uh-oh. Yeah, that didn't counter hit. Okay, both players have 100. So EXDP, I think, or Spire can kill. So Suna's going to have to be very cognizant, is what I would have said. Instead, he's just going to meaty. Set point again for Suna.
Focus here. I don't know if there's really like, do you go further into your bag or do you just try to play, firm up your game plan, play even more solid? I think we're seeing more layers here with the backwalk to try to catch maybe like a DP attempt or...
Ooh, crosscut.
Yeah, no. There's a crosscut ADP too, but no combo afterwards.
Yeah. Nice. So Suna did kind of catch his awareness, tried to go for a slide throw, got mashed out,
Great
but he
mash
still has
out.
to cycle. Okay. Oh,
no!
no.
Oh.
This is a lot of damage. And
Yeah.
essentially, we're going to get one more situation here. Whiff punish, that could have been it.
Cycle's going to go to Suna again, though.
Yeah. Ooh.
Some
Okay.
Thanatos boxing.
Yeah. Not going to kill. One more.
One touch.
DP. Shining Spear, I would like you to press. Oh, but we do have the cycle.
Gonna try to just force our way in with the...
Oh my god, this is so scary. 2A at the tip.
This is some cycle going over to Spear.
Oh, there we go. 6B.
Here we go.
Thank you, 6B. Psycho Waza. #1 move.
And after all that work, we've got another round to play.
Mm-hmm. But if he wins this, he guarantees himself at least 2 more games. Nice.
Nice pickup.
Bum, bum, bum,
485A, possibly the best in the game. It's definitely in the short list.
It's up there. Okay.
Is it 5-frame startup or is it a little slower than that? For the range?
Thank goodness it's not 5. It's 6.
Okay. Yeah.
3 2As. So this combo is going to stink. Yeah, nice and simple. Dick throw.
Oh my gosh.
No. This is another big situation.
Yeah, that's one touch again. Feels so bad too. Your opponent whiffs and they just spend the meter.
Jumped with him. Good block.
Get scooting all the way out with the B Divine Thrust.
Counter hit, and that's going to be
that
it.
Might be it. That's going to be it. That's our exhibition.
So we saw early on a very kind of like consistent frame trap counter hit, and then Suna finally went back to the well, and he brought all the water home there. Congratulations to Suna winning that one 2-0. 5-3, 5-3, I believe.
5-3. Yep, 2 5-3 sets.
Yeah. So technically 10-6.
It's hard fought. I know it's like one of those things too where we only got 2 sets, but they were not close, really. I mean, 2 5-3s. That last game came down to Suna whiffing a Divine Thrust, Spear kind of trying to take something back off of that, and then Suna just had the meter to spend to cover the space in front of him. So, but when you're in that position, your back's to the wall. You've got, you're on your last point for. 0-2 was close though. Oh man, well played, Spear.
Do we want to have our competitors maybe talk about their set, or how do you want to conduct that?
Sure. Yeah, if they want to be interviewed here, we can talk about what was going on there. I think both these players, like with a lot of, I'd say like fairly analytical, both of them.
Yeah. If that's the case, let's go Shining Sphere first, and then we'll have Suna come in after. Or we'll have Shining Sphere start first, and then Suna afterwards. So there is Suna. We're just going to wait for Shining Spear first. First off, congratulations.
Thank you.
That was kind of a burner. I could see both of you playing, the tension coming out in how the games were shaking out. So
mirror matches are always stressful.
I hate mirrors. Honestly, I hate mirrors. It's to the point where I would consider picking up a second character just to have something else to play.
That's pretty fair.
For a mirror.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't in this game, but and I don't in Accent Core, but there's a couple games where it's like I will just play another character rather than have to deal with my own character.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we have Shining Spirit here. Thank you for playing today.
Yeah.
Do you have any preliminary thoughts about kind of how the set went down?
Yeah, it's I think I held my own fairly well there.
I'd say so.
Yeah, Suna is definitely the stronger player between the two of us, and I kind of wanted. Well, we did this for a couple of reasons. Set this one up because first is just that I actually love playing this mirror. This is maybe one of my favorite matchups in any fighting game, period. But the other one is that I kind of like to use Suna sort of as a barometer for my own progress, because like he's again between the two of us the stronger players, but it doesn't feel like an insurmountable sort of gap. So I don't know. It's one of those things where we play pretty frequently, and being able to see my own improvements measured up against where he's at versus how we played previously. It's I don't know.
No, I definitely feel that. It's kind of why I end up. I don't love the mirror personally, but like I play the Aka mirror a fair amount just to kind of like check my own understanding, see, because you can only kind of see something work a certain way and be like, oh, I don't really know how that worked, or how are they hitting that? Like maybe like when I do it, it doesn't work or whatever. And so when you play the mirror, you kind of get to experience it a little bit too, and gain those sorts of situations.
Yeah, that.
Would you say you're more on the defensive side, I guess, as playstyle goes, or
Like,
I don't know, how would you kind of characterize your own approach to the mirror, or just really just Aurier in general?
Aurier in general, it kind of depends on the matchup and the player that I'm against. I think I typically try to play a little slower and more defensively. And if I can, if I find anything that I can exploit in my opponent's defenses, if it's just not being aware of like any particular weird option or frame trap or anything like that Aurier has, or stuff like the fuzzy, knowledge checks, stuff like that, then I'll just kind of pivot to that and switch to a more rush downy kind of style, a little more scrambly sometimes, given my terrible force function habits. But yeah, I try to play a little slower, generally speaking.
Sure. I think Aurier 2 also, it's a little new to Under Night 2 Aurier for her to have, I think, such a good, more rushdown style. For a long time, I feel like she was definitely characterized more as like trying to catch the opponent overextending, with punish with divine thrust, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And now she's always had like the standing overhead, but it just feels like the mix is more potent. She's always got access to. It used to be her Vorpal trait to be able to do the force function in the air. Now she just always has access to that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Do you have any other sort of observations, or would this be a good time to turn it over to Suna to get some of his perspectives here?
Yeah, we can turn it over to Suna.
All right. Thank you for your insight, and I'm honestly excited to see everybody continue to play and continue to get stronger. You're certainly one of those players, so good job today.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for commentating and streaming.
Yeah.
You're welcome. It's been fun.
Definitely been fun. Thank you. So
GG Shining
Suna, yes, GG Shining Sphere. Thank you. Suna, what about you? What are your thoughts on how this exhibition went? Yeah, we'll just start with that.
So I think kind of building off of what Shining Sphere was saying, and then also what Wexler kind of observed as far as like playstyle differences, I think it like came out with it like I could really see Shining Spear like kind of poking better, like counter poking me better. I do feel I tend to kind of like try to like catch things off guard. You know, I obviously have been um, spamming Jump 2C a lot, and I do really love that move.
There were some good
But
call-outs on that. Yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
but I think like in a lot of situations where it's specific, like minus frames and spacing traps, I think Shining Spear was doing a better job at that. Like kind of those like almost full screen like B thrust into A thrust was catching me a lot. I wasn't necessarily pressing a button there, maybe just trying to move, but kind of taking advantage of that like situation where I'm trying to do that. And there were definitely a few where like, I was out of range of the move that I tried to poke with and got counter poked with like a 2B out of Shining Spear. So I think that was a really good like aspect that they were playing with for it.
Yeah, Shining Spear really loves him some 2B. Could call him Shining 2B sometimes. Especially I saw I think late in the first set, as you tried to do redash pressure, there was a lot of like 1B. I don't even know if it was like one bad, but it kind of looked at that timing where he would slip in, 1B or 2B and then go into 5 or excuse me, 2A and then, hit confirm from there. Definitely looked a lot more comfortable. I know, it is a lower hitting move, quote unquote, but it's a mid. But sometimes I know when I've played him, I've tried to like jump at ranges like that. I get caught by like a 2B or something. So I think he utilized that as a tool like really well.
I think they even changed that in one of the latest patches. Even though it wasn't a low, it used to still have foot property. I believe it doesn't have foot property anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So there would be some
Okay.
moves that could blow that up, like even though it wasn't going to hit low, but I think it works a bit better against some of those now.
Yeah.
It would still have kind of the low hitbox, so you could still like go over it, but it wouldn't actually be like, invulnerable through with foot
It's not going to
invulnerability.
lose to like the Aurier 6C, for example, right? Doesn't that beat
3C,
foot property?
3C does have foot property at like later in it, so yeah, like if it was a situation where it was there, it wouldn't beat it because of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I observed this basically in the last hit and early in the first set. You went to the A follow-up of thrust, like the follow-up to thrust delayed quite a bit. Some of it got you into trouble a little bit, but it seemed like you were really, really confident in choosing that as an option. Was that something that you kind of thought about going into the set? Is that something you tend to like in the mirror? Or was that just kind of like a vibes kind of deal?
Kind of a vibes thing. I'll switch off. The one, and this is another one that Shining Spear, I think, was doing a better job with it, was actually frame trapping with the C follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's always a gap before the A and the B follow-up, so there's more risk of that one. The C one you can actually make gapless or delay it, but
Yep.
it's the most unsafe. So it is something that I was like thinking about, like I need to try and like get that in a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But the A follow-up just being like a natural like frame trap, and then it's pretty much always safe now unless you're point blank because it's -7. It was like it was -11 before.
Yeah.
So the A follow-up when she has meter because she can get the combo off of it. And it's really easy to confirm that obviously. So that's kind of where the A follow-up is most used is when you have meter to follow up on it.
Minus is 214, the 214C follow-up if you just do it raw.
So 214C, like the super version?
Oh, no, I mean just mean the C follow-up, sorry.
And the C
It's
follow-up,
kind
I
of the same
think.
animation.
So that's actually why like they added the C follow-up, and it's the normal version of Hoover, but it was added as a follow-up in Uniclear, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
I forget exactly how minus it is. I do know it's like double digits at least.
Okay.
Now, obviously, she can force function cancel it, so that's where it like can be still like nebulous as far as like what you want to try to do after it.
Sure.
But that is like kind of how she uses that. It's very committal when you do that because she can only go forward with her force function. So
Yeah.
there's certainly certain things that can kind of deal with it.
Yeah, minus 14 is what Shining Spear says in the chat here.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So you pretty much have to force function cancel it then, unless you think unless you're intentionally going to try to just play greedy and buy your turn back.
It can also depend on spacing. The further back you
True.
are, they might not have something that actually reaches, that far. Ori Mirror would not be one of those because of Divine Thrust, Seed Divine Thrust especially.
Yeah.
The other thing that I noticed worked quite a bit was I think 5A 3C trap that caught especially since your tick throws had, caught red throws. I have to imagine that those are just kind of leak OSs or like leak mashes that got thrown. But yeah, like you counter hit a couple different throws with 5A 3C, especially in the second set. I thought that was like really interesting.
Yeah, that's one of her better ones because, like we talked about, it does have foot invulnerability, so it will beat lows as like a kind of just immediate frame trap. It will also beat Stantec because it's actually like 2-frame airborne. And it also kind of works out. Some of those definitely maybe not necessarily always trying to do like canceling into 3C as part of a string, but also maybe trying to do like a jump 2C as well. It basically ends up being the same input if you're doing forward jump 2C, and 3C. Just depends on whether you left the cancel window of your normal and recovery to get that. And it basically functions as the same thing where it's trying to like beat certain OSs and also beat Stantec with it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's going to beat 280 on like most characters, I assume, right? And
Yeah,
then
3C would arguably be the less risky option because jump 2C, if it gets shielded, it is death because you can't cancel it anymore, and it's never an overhead, so it will lose to crouch shield. 3C would actually be punishable if it's shielded, but it's only an A punish since it goes to -6.
I certainly feel like you don't see that all that often. I don't know, like because you can rebeat or Gatling into 3C from anything. It's the kind of thing where you're probably not shielding that on purpose.
No, but it would be a situation where if you try to go for either of those and they happen to shield, if that's
Sure.
just the shield point that they picked, because you're trying to do it in a situation where you could be going for throw. So it's kind of the same idea, if you're trying to blow up a shield with a throw, it's doing the opposite. We're trying to blow up the throw with, or like a Stantec OS with it. But if they happen to just shield there, that's when you get when you run the risk of it.
Yeah. The last question that I have for you here is especially in that second set, you got up I think 2-1, and then Shining Spear kind of felt like he was losing a little bit of confidence. I thought that you kind of stepped on the gas a little bit more. Do you have any insight on that kind of situation once you took the lead in set 2?
I feel like as a player, and I know you've brought this up before, is I feel I tend to do that anyway. Like just kind of how I want to play is usually a bit more in your face. I've as good as Aurier can be at like staying back and poking, um, it can be tough to like consciously remember to like take the time to do that. And then also depending on matchup, sometimes it can feel, okay, they're poking out, but I can't really like close the game out there. And the Aurier matchup's not too bad because she doesn't have the like kind of more ridiculous, setups and everything some characters do. That can make it, oh, they got the one opening in while I was trying to stay back, and then it all falls apart, right?
Yeah.
So again, just as like a player, I tend to like go in a bit more, and so kind of, and yeah, definitely when I've like kind of felt like I've got feel like I've got the momentum in a round, I'll try to go for some not necessarily like the stupidest things, but well, that's not a good way to put it. But try to be like kind of catch like those situations. And part of that might be again like when I'm on the back foot. So that's my reaction is okay.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta try to like get this back. And that can
I
be
was just gonna
where.
say, like playing, you start playing faster in that situation just because you're trying to put your opponent on the back foot, get them to like react in a predictable way to something.
Right. And that's honestly usually the time with Aurier too is when she's got like the life lead at CS. That's when you can like really like stay back, like let them try to poke you, and then throw the divine throw CS at it. Where
Yeah, that's a
kind of
good
desperate
point.
to get in.
Yeah, as someone who has fought Aurier pretty intensely for the last, I don't know, like 11 years or something like that now.
It's going on 12 now, yeah.
Yeah, chasing Aurier with the lead is miserable, man. I hate it. Especially in the mirror. In the mirror, it feels awful.
Yeah.
Her with the lead.
Like I think matchup can make it different, but like in the mirror, yeah, she doesn't have like she has good anti-airs, but they're kind of close range, and so the falling jump C's and falling jump 2 and 4A's and stuff to kind of just put that box and wall out, and then exploit the kind of desperation trying to get in. She can kind of be tricky on her own air approaches and stuff like that too. So it's like difficult for her to deal with some stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate that quite a bit, just because I think like explains a couple things we saw in that set. First of all, both of you, I think, have a lot of awareness of like how to play with that lead. But also, I think that explains a bit why we saw so much concentration on Spear.
Yeah.
Just to really try to avoid giving up the cycle in situations where he'd then have to approach. So that's a good point.
Yeah. I think protecting a lead, especially in the mirror, is absolutely the best thing that you can do. Suna and I have kind of drilled this as a concept, but like neutral jump in the mirror is so annoying, especially neutral jump when you have a lead, because that's when like falling JC comes on the table. You can delay assault. You can do my favorite, which is falling J214A. Suna has been on many times the receiving end of that when he was trying to aggress. We didn't see that too much in this set, but we did see a lot of falling JCs. Now with this version of Aurier, like the 7 jump J2C is like really, really good at hitting extended limbs. We saw that quite a bit in this set. So it can be really, really scary to deal with the defensive jump from Aurier.
Is there a discount on J2C, or is it just like kind of the?
It's you could basically treat it as a dive kick. It's not disjointed, but it's I think it would end up being, I guess, 18 frame because it's like 14 frame startup plus the 4 free jump frames.
Yeah,
so it just ends up being kind of a fast, low crush option.
Yeah, and it's really good. Well, I think one of the big things about Unity 2 is they increased the amount of hurt boxes on most moves. And so, whether it's before it becomes active or after it's recovered, it's a lot easier to hit lingering moves with things than it has in the past. So I think Aurier JCC is one of the beneficiaries of that as well.
Yeah. And then this was also actually a clear thing, I think, and going into the weeds of it, but there's actually a difference between forward jump and backward jump 2C with Aurier. Backward jump is actually faster. She like she stays lower to the ground. So
it recovers faster then.
Yeah, the best example is if you do like a forward jump 2C, it's probably going to be 0-1 block, like at the best. If you can get them to block backward jump 2C, which usually involves like dash momentum and stuff like that, it's actually +4.
Oh wow.
And you can also get like you can get like easier like you can just do the jump 2C and link after it without having to.
They did also change it.
In a way.
If you counter hit somebody out of the air, you get an OTG pickup on those also. I think Shining Spear tried to do it, but it was a normal hit rather than a corner hit.
Yeah.
But it does also have normal hits as well sometimes.
Yeah. there's also times where like you kind of dial in, like jump to an array, and that'll whiff on that situation. And so you get a bunch of those kinds of situations.
Alright, I have to hop on out of here. I'm just gonna use my 6:30 window. Again, great set between you guys. This was fun to watch. Thank you, Wexler, again for streaming. You were absolutely one of the rocks. Along with everybody on the call, to be honest, for Midwest Danisen and Danisen's related activities. So I'm really happy that we got to have something like this this weekend. There will be more kind of exhibition planning the off season. Our off season runs until the 1st of March. So there's still plenty of time to play some sets. Tennis sets have gotten really popular here in our server. I know 3K has been playing a lot. I mentioned I just started our stream at 2 and 3K. We're playing for like 2 hours or something like that yesterday. Yeah, so this is super exciting. I'm going to sign off real quick. Sorry, I'm no more preamble for longer. We're going to get out of here. Thank you all. I will.
Good, thank you.